about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. On hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set. Here we go.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Jacory Merritt. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Krosky Merritt to run again. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Quick throw here is complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ready. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Right back to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Ready!
Off his own read, Daniel's gonna hang on to it. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Washington, first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
The 17-yard line.
McConkey in motion. On the ground, Hampton. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
.21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, Arundé Gatson the 2nd. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Look at the big guy rumble. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
19.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19,
Pick up of
Tiger.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Krosky Merritt. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Justin Avoidby in there on the stop.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And that is incomplete. Contacted her just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was wrong.
That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 red, ready.
They'll start by going forward with a pop move. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
That's the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Okay,
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
here we go, set. 7, ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniel.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter. They'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to be marked down up around get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Chargers, first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Now Herbert again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure gets to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Herbert to the air again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Daniels now going to look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready. Liking. Ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Cameron Dicker for the extra.
We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Forced to his right. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain of 8.
Ready,
Brings
set.
up 3rd and 2.
Count. Get up.
They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merrick. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. pushing it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Daniel. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Washington.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. That's to Krosky Merritt. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This is caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Ready. Ready, ready.
Krosky Merritt, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Deputy! Deputy Lions! Steady!
Right back to Krosky Merritt, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Back at the 3-yard line, third and goal.
Hey, Cash! Panther 60! Panther 60! Hut, hut!
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
70, 70, Timberwolves! 6, ready.
Here's Daniel. He'll swing that out wide, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Chargers 27-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Let go.
They'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll take this one in. To Corey Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Going after now from Dicker. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Second and 18 at the 27-yard line.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Ready? Here we go. Viking 18.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That's complete on the tight end screen. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 11.
19 Tiger. Ready?
Throwing now. Daniel. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Black 40. Ready?
They go, and here's a pop pass to the receiver coming through. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Short kick taken just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken back. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 35 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, L.A. So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Going to be caught, so add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hampton. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field Now it's 3rd and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And this will pay off. It is caught. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Dicker is good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Commanders 15. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 6. Ready?
On 1st down, Daniel. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 27-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the game, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now, Herbert. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will add one more onto their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
49-yard line.
Ready up. 79.
Daniels now on 1st down. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Chargers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
You know, Mike, one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers have the first down. Herbert to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Herbert to throw on second down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
McConkey in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Lake. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Commanders first down.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And more of the same. Another interception. To the 20. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Liking 18. Ready.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass works to perfection.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as as in it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Come on, come on.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He's got it at the 3. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
No choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shotgun now for Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down and take him back to the other side of midfield. Johnny Newton in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
Line.
To throw is Herbert. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down.
Set, hut. Black, 95. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Set.
They'll throw out of the gun. Has caught. That's Lane. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now. Daniel. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow, zoom. Red, cycle. Set, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms and is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. And he is going to bring this one the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
This will be returned from the 2. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now. Ready.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Frosty Merritt. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
52 play.
On the handoff, it's Frosty Merritt. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The middle, Frosty Merritt, and he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Down. 45. White. Ready. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11. At the Commanders' 48.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here. Third and long.
Third down.
Delta. 59.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.